Welcome to Everyone Has the Freedom to Choose podcast. This is Deb King. Join us for our Cornerstone Conversation. Don't look back. Have you ever been stuck looking back, endlessly replaying past events, whether painful or joyous, while struggling to move forward? I have, sometimes for far too long. Many of us have. Changes mark our lives, some bringing immense joy, and others introducing grief, loss, or disappointment. This reality can paralyze us, making it difficult to see the road ahead because we're fixated on what lies behind us. However, as difficult as it may be, letting go of the past is essential to live out our purpose fully. Significant changes in our lives often bring about an intense period of reflection. Perhaps you've experienced health challenges, a career shift, or the loss of a loved one. Or maybe you've encountered all these challenges. The temptation to dwell on these experiences can be powerful, but there is beauty and growth in learning to look forward rather than staying tethered to the past. It's natural to feel the weight of loss and disappointment, and it's vital not to rush through this process. Whether it's the loss of a person, a relationship, a career, or even a dream that won't come to pass, there's value in sitting with the pain and processing it fully. In those quiet moments of pain, I have found that inviting God into all of those places, He brings healing and hope. Allowing the grieving process to unfold is crucial because it lays the foundation for growth and moving forward in our lives, one step at a time. However, there is a delicate line between grieving and becoming stuck. When grief closes our eyes to what lies ahead, it prevents us from living in the present and ultimately fulfilling our potential. When going through times of suffering, there is an opportunity to lean into God's presence, trusting that He holds both the pain of today and the promise of tomorrow. Jeremiah 29 verse 11 in the New International Version reminds us of this truth. For I know the plans I have for you, declares the Lord, plans to prosper you and not to harm you, plans to give you hope and a future. When we release our grip on the past, we make space for healing and the future God has designed. It's natural to question why painful things happen, particularly when they alter our life's trajectory. Sometimes God's plan may seem confusing, and our unanswered prayers might feel neglected. But what if those unanswered prayers are divine interventions designed to protect us from paths that could lead to deeper and more profound pain? Sometimes we need distance and time to understand that certain experiences shielded us rather than harmed us. This revelation that God's silence can be a form of protection can bring unexpected peace and freedom. It's as if a weight lifts when we realize that our journey, with all its detours, leads us exactly where we're meant to go. God has a plan for each of us, and as long as we're alive, there's a purpose to fulfill. Rather than succumbing to the pain of missing what we thought should have happened, we can trust that God's plan, as described in Jeremiah 29 verse 11, is far greater than our vision. God's plans promise us prosperity, protection, hope, and a future transcending our limited understanding. In an interview, Christine Caine spoke about the biblical story of Lot's wife, a figure whose fate serves as a cautionary example. When Lot's wife looked back at her past life, she turned into a pillar of salt, frozen in time. By clinging to what was behind her, she could not embrace the future God had laid out. Her story is a powerful reminder. When we fixate on the past, we risk becoming frozen, stuck in a place of sorrow, resentment, or regret. Just as Lot's wife failed to resist the pull of her past, we too can become trapped by memories and experiences that hold us back. But the lesson here is clear. Our eyes should be on where we are going, not where we have been. God wants us to keep our focus upward and forward, trusting He leads us through each twist and turn on the path. Trusting the path ahead and walking by faith isn't easy, especially when the path before us seems uncertain or filled with challenges. Yet the Bible tells us in Psalm 119, verse 105, The New International Version, your word is a lamp to my feet and a light to my path. God lights our path one step at a time, asking us to trust Him with each step. Rather than seeing the entire path ahead, we are encouraged to take one step, then another, allowing Him to guide us forward with His righteous right hand. When we trust God, we discover strength, peace, and resilience that surpass our understanding. Even when we don't know what lies ahead, we can move confidently, assured that God's presence will sustain us. With His guidance, we find that our lives are woven with love, compassion, mercy, and grace. These are the threads that form the tapestry of a fulfilled life, one that leaves a legacy of knowing and loving deeply. We cultivate a life of generosity and joy. As we release the past, we allow joy and passion to enter our lives. Compassion and generosity can flourish when yesterday's pain no longer holds us back. Embracing the future with open arms allows us to give freely, love deeply, and share our lives with others in meaningful ways. This generosity isn't solely about material gifts. It's about pouring out love, empathy, and grace to those around us. When our hearts are focused on God and our eyes fixed on the path He has laid before us, we bring hope and encouragement to others. Our lives become a testament to the peace and joy of what our faith in God can provide. In this way, our legacy becomes more than just the memories we leave behind. It becomes a beacon for those who will follow. Deciding to let go and move forward is a courageous act of faith. By choosing not to look back, we embrace the freedom to live fully and love without fear. Letting go doesn't mean forgetting. We choose not to let the past define or limit us. We're choosing to believe in the future God has in store, a future filled with purpose, promise, and peace. As you stand at the crossroads between past and future, remember that God invites you into a life of purpose and passion, love and joy, grace and mercy. By trusting Him and looking ahead, you can experience His promised abundant life. Whatever losses or disappointments you may carry, there is hope and healing when you gaze on the One who knows you deeply and loves you endlessly. So today, choose to let go and look forward. Trust that God's plan for you is more significant than anything left behind. Embrace each new step, knowing that you are walking in His purpose with every step you take. Thank you for spending time with me today. May these words speak hope into moments that feel unbearably heavy. When the burden is too great, the choice too difficult, or the loneliness too deep. You are not forgotten. You belong to His chosen people, a holy nation, a royal priesthood. You are a pearl of great price, known, seen, and deeply loved. If this message meets you where you are today, share it with others who may need the same reminder. For more encouragement and resources, visit my website at everyonehasthefreedomtochoose.com.